Welcome to today's broadcast of Carroll High School Athletics. This is CSBN, the Carroll Sports Broadcasting Network, the worldwide leader in Charger sports. Now, here are your Carroll Chargers.
Hello and welcome to CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports. I'm Matthew James along with
Chris Sheedy.
And we'll be calling today's game for you between the Northside Redskins and your Carroll Chargers. And Chris, read us the starting lineups.
All right, first for the Redskins, batting first and playing shortstop is number 8, Zach McKinstry. Batting second and playing left is Tyler Cox. Third for the Redskins, playing first base is number 20, Tyler Carroll. And batting cleanup for them, playing right field is number 6, Josh Fleming. Kyle Barnett will be catching and batting fifth. RJ Brostek will be playing third and batting sixth. Cleotis Collins will be DHing. Keegan Carroll will be playing second base, and rounding out the order for the Redskins is number 10, Taryn Graham, playing center field. And for your two-time defending state champ Carroll Chargers, playing center and batting first will be number 16, Drew Tranquil. Playing second and batting second is number 3, Tanner Ginder. Playing left field and batting third is number 8, Grant Wilson. Batting cleanup for the Chargers and playing shortstop, number 17, Peyton Loneker. Batting fifth and playing third is number 6, Ross Coble. Batting sixth and playing behind the plate is number 20, Elliott Ford. Playing first and batting seventh is number 18, Mason Newman. And on the mound for your Chargers is Taylor Goshen. He will be DH'd by number 19, Cody Chase. And Matt Kowalski will be playing right and batting ninth.
Thank you, Chris. And we're just about ready to start here. As leading off for Northside, as Chris said, is Zach McKinstry, the shortstop, number 8, batting from the left side of the plate. And the first pitch is down. Oh, it calls it a strike. A little low to me. But strike one. 0-1 count.
Chargers going with their usual defensive lineup. On the mound for Carroll is number 23, Taylor Goshen, who got a win in my only appearance that I've seen, as he throws his second pitch for ball one.
Little high. Third pitch is popped up to the left side. Loneker, Wilson, foul territory. They cannot get there. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and Taylor Goshen.
He's a sophomore. He's a very big kid. He's about 6'1", 240. Also plays defensive line for the Chargers. He throws heat. I mean, he's a big body, and if he gets his pitches in the zone, he's pretty tough to hit off of.
He doesn't seem to have great control. He's thrown 54 balls compared to 85 strikes. Good, not great. And then that pitch is a little low. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I think.
But yeah, he's 1-1 here so far, 8 innings pitched, and he's got a 4.38 ERA with 10 strikeouts and 3 walks. And the pitch is hit to the second baseman, and through the middle. That'll be a base hit to start the game for Zach McKinstry. Well, not a good start for Carroll here, but that was a nice swing. Hit it right up the middle.
Yeah, that's what you're really looking for out of your leadoff hitter. You just want him to get on base, whether it be a walk or single and error.
Yep, that is speed.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to have speed if you're the leadoff guy. So now batting for Northside is left fielder Tyler Cox, also batting from the left side. Pickoff move. Pretty good attempt. McKinstry back in safely. And Carroll is favored to win this game. They are ranked 9th in the state, 5-2 so far. And their last game was a 3-0 win over Fishers, as that pitch right down the middle for strike. Northside's 0-6, and their last game was a 16-1 loss at home to Norwell.
Oh, gosh.
They're 287th in the state.
So
not a great team here. No balls and a strike to Cox. Pickoff, and it gets past first baseman Mason Newman, and McKinstry will advance to second. Will not make the turn to third. So
Goshen's been having a lot of trouble with his pickoffs lately. In his last game, he attempted to pick off to first, and it got past Newman and skidded all the way down by the Charger bullpen. And Cherubusco runner was able to get around all the way from first to score the only run of the game for Cherubusco.
I don't think Newman was even expecting that move here, as the pitch coming from the stretch popped up to third base.
Ross Coble gets under it
and makes the catch. Oh, there's the first out. That was a nice pitch, too.
Yeah.
Good pitch location, and that forced a hard, uppercut swing almost. Hit the top of his bat and just popped it up to third. So now batting for Northside is Tyler Carroll, the first baseman.
Looks like he's pretty good size. Not too big, but looks to be a little thicker. Not necessarily fat, but...
Yeah, more like a power type guy.
Yeah.
First pitch line to first. Newman stays with it and gets the out as McKinstry advances to third, so 2 outs.
That was a nice job.
And now the cleanup hitter is right fielder Josh Fleming, number 6. So Goshen seems to have settled in, but he is getting hit, make some contact. Yeah. But he's off to a decent start here as long as Carroll can get an out here on Fleming and not let McKinstry score, as the first pitch is a strike. Seemed to be a good pitch there on the outside corner.
Yeah, he's doing a real good job of getting first pitch strikes to the batters, and I think that's important when you're trying to get quick innings and conserve your pitch count.
And that's another pitch right down the middle for a strike. 0-2 quickly on Fleming. As opponents are hitting .258 off Goshen so far this year.
It's not bad.
No, it's pretty average, and that is, it must have just been off the plate a little bit, because it was definitely, it wasn't too high, too low. It was right at his waist.
Looked like it was in a pretty good spot.
Must have been on the outside corner. Next pitch, he swings at it, fouls it off, well out of play.
Looks like he might have been trying to get him on a breaking ball.
He seems to be more of a fastball pitcher, and his pitch didn't seem to have a lot of break there.
Yeah, but being a big guy as he throws his next pitch, which
ball and 2 strikes. Oh, must be a little bit outside again. Again, he's not throwing high or low. He seems to be on target in that right above the belt, but outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Fleming. Working with a very short leg kick, and that pitch a little high. 3 balls, 2 strikes, now full count on Fleming.
He is not missing by much.
No, he isn't. He must just be just off the plate, maybe a tiny bit high on that last pitch. And the full count. And strike 3, a swinging strikeout. And that will end the top of the first inning with the score 0-0. We'll be right back with the bottom of the first. Welcome back to CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports. We're set here for the bottom of the first as Northside pitcher Ethan Kaywood, number 22, is taking a few warm-up tosses off the mound. Drew Tranquil, ready to lead off for the Chargers. So far this season, he has a .263 average. He has 4 singles and a double. He doesn't have a triple. He has 2 RBIs, but he has walked 7 times. So he's got a good eye in the He's got the most walks on the team. He's also struck out 6 times, though, so he's a swinging leadoff hitter. He doesn't have a great average, but, you need your leadoff hitter to get on base, and his on-base percentage is .481 with all those walks, so.
I think that's good from him. I mean, he's got these great hitters hitting behind him like Grant Wilson, who's committed to Ohio Northern for baseball, and Peyton Loniger. These guys, they're seniors. He's got 3 seniors behind him, so I mean, there's obviously some power in the lineup. So
they do hit the ball well.
They hit the ball very well.
Wilson and Loniger both have a home run here so far on the season. As now it seems as Kaywood's done with his warm-up tosses, and like we said a little bit in the top of the first, Northside's a weak team. They're 0-6. They're 287th in the state. Now on defense is their real weakness. 308th out of 387 in the state. So
they do not look like a good defensive team. They look small.
They do look a little bit most under 6 feet, but the first pitch from Kaywood in the windup, and a little high, ball 1.
Just from that first pitch, it doesn't look like he's throwing very hard.
No, it definitely did not seem like a hard pitch. I'm not sure if he's more of a junk ball or he just doesn't throw very hard, but we'll see here. Waits, and hitter calls time.
Kaywood's only a sophomore, so I'm not sure if he's the ace of their staff, but this is probably Northside's first game of the week.
I think so.
So, being a sophomore obviously shows a very young pitching staff for the Redskins.
In the windup, pitch number 2 is a strike right at the knees. Good pitch location, on the inside corner.
Yeah.
It's a good way to jam a hitter.
Yeah, especially these bigger guys who really want to get around on the ball.
Tranquil seems to have a quick bat, but he hasn't swung yet. Pitch 3 is low, just off the plate. Just like off the ground, and that is ball 2. 2 balls and a strike to Tranquil.
He's got, how many walks did you say he has? 7?
7 so far.
He's obviously a very
7
selective
games.
hitter. So.
Doesn't seem to be quick with the bat. 4th pitch, he swings at it, pops it down the right field line. Foul ball of 2-2 to Tranquil now.
See if he can protect. You said he had 6 strikeouts so far?
Yep.
So you get the good and the bad with him. You get the walks and the on-base percentage, but also the aggressive nature of him, and he strikes out a fair amount.
He's patient, but also when you're patient, you seem to take some good pitches.
Yeah.
I see a lot of Brett Gardner in him, Like, he takes a lot of pitches, and he strikes out a lot, even though he's a good hitter.
Yeah.
He, was forced patience in college, and Tranquil just seems to be patient. And a payoff, fouls it back, still 2-2. He had a good cut at that ball.
Yeah, I think if he would have made contact on solid part on the barrel, it looked like he got jammed around the handle.
It just seemed like it was a little high. He couldn't bring his arms.
Yeah.
He couldn't extend them fully. But so 2-2 again to Tranquil, and Kaywood in the windup. And that one seemed to be a breaking ball, low. So full count now, and we'll see here. He looks like he'll either walk or strike out, most likely.
I bet he'll get a fastball here. I don't think Kaywood has good enough control of this breaking ball to give him one in this situation.
Well, he goes into the windup. Leg kick in the pitch is low for ball 4. Walk number 8 for Drew Tranquil, and the leadoff man's on for Carroll.
Do they have stolen base numbers on there?
Yes, Drew Tranquil has 1 stolen base so far.
From what I know, he's a very, very good athlete. From what I've seen on the football field, he is very athletic and has a lot of speed. I would not be surprised if he is stealing here.
Well, Tanner Ginder up to bat, the shortstop for. And there is the pickoff move for Carroll. And Ginder has hit .250 so far in the season, 6 for 24. And he has a .333 on base percentage. He's walked 3 times, struck out 5.
So, I'd say an average hitter, but...
And again, Tranquil is going. And the catcher loses it. Catcher Kyle Barnett was just not able to hold on. He took his eye off of it. He rushed. Just came right out of his hands. So stolen base number 2 on the season for Tranquil. And now there's a runner in scoring position for Ginder. Good RBI opportunity. He has 4 so far on the season.
I don't think the catcher would have had a chance at getting Tranquil anyway. He got such a good jump on that.
And Ginder swings, goes to the first base side. Second baseman got it, throws to first for the out. So that's out number 1. Now batting will be left fielder Grant Wilson.
He is an unbelievable hitter.
Well, he is doing a good job so far. He is hitting .250 with a .357 on base percentage, but has a home run and 6 RBIs. And the second baseman there, Keegan Carroll, seemed to bobble that grounder a little bit.
Did you call me Keegan?
No, that's the second baseman. And the first pitch is a little high for a strike. But yeah, he seemed to have a little problem with that, but he did recover and make the throw to Tyler Carroll for the out.
Yeah.
So 1-0 to Wilson, and he is a very good hitter, like you said.
Yeah.
He's also, quarterback of the football team, so a good athlete.
He's got a very nice lefty swing.
And the pitch, he swing. Oh, wow, that's a very nice swing. Lines one into left field. That'll score a run. Wilson will stop at first. So Drew Tranquil comes around to score. That is RBI number 7 on the season for Grant Wilson. Man on first. 1-0 Chargers with 1 out.
Another great hitter coming up the bat here is Peyton Loniger. I was doing the game last week, and I had him, and he hit one over the center fielder's head and got all the way out around for an inside the park grand slam.
Ooh, wow, that's a. He also has 11 RBIs here on the young season as that first pitch. Good block by Barnett is down in the dirt, ball one. Loniger is hitting 480 on the season.
That's really what you want out of your cleanup hitter.
He has not walked. He's struck out just twice. But yeah, 480 on base percentage. He has a triple also, along with that home run and 11 RBIs. K. Wood into the windup. Oh.
Steps off.
Yep. I thought he was going to do a little pickoff move there, but just resets himself and gets the sign from the catcher. Takes a look over at first. And there's the pickoff, and Wilson's back in there safely.
They seem really preoccupied with the running game.
They do. Carroll does seem to have a lot of speed.
Yeah.
And that's a big element of baseball. So if you can limit that speed, keep the runner on his toes, make sure he doesn't go, as Kaywood now throws. Loniger hits the first pitch right back to the pitcher. There's the out at second, going for two, and got it.
Nice play by the pitcher there.
Yes, well done. Kaywood, good fielder there. Got it to the shortstop, Zach McKinstry, who threw it to Carroll for the 1-6-3 double play. So that'll end the first inning with your Chargers ahead of Northside, 1-0. We'll be back with the second.
You're listening to CSBN, the Carroll Sports Broadcasting Network, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.
Welcome back to CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports. We're just about set for the top of the second inning as Goshen's taking his warm-up tosses now. And due up for Northside are catcher Kyle Barnett, third baseman R.J. Brostick, and DH Cleotis Collins. But Goshen seemed to be on track with his control in the first inning, and now Barnett is up. He is a senior, so a big part of the team leadership-wise, and we'll see what he can do at the plate here from the right side. Goshen into the windup. First pitch is high, ball one.
I really like Goshen's windup. He seems like he generates a lot of power. He's obviously a big body, so I think that's where he generates a lot of his power from.
He has a lot of torque when he pitches, rotates well.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest part of how he gets the ball there so quickly.
Well, there's the windup now, and the pitch right down the middle. Well, good speed. That's a tough pitch to hit, but if you can get around on it, it's gonna go far.
Oh yeah.
That's the downside to having this hard stuff like that. And the pitch, Barnett swings, grounder to third, and Coble throws out to Newman for the out. Good arm shown there by Coble, right on target there.
I think Goshen did a really nice job of showing him the fastball right down the middle of the previous pitch and then getting him with an off-speed pitch. Might have gotten Barnett off track and got him to ground out.
I do think he timed it fairly well, though. He hit it to third, pulled it a little bit. He did a good job. Just a good, strong throw from Coble. Goshen into the windup now for R.J. Brostick, and at the knees for a strike.
He keeps the ball low. That, like he said, that's a tough pitch to hit.
Oh, yeah, it's especially tough for right-handed hitters to hit those low pitches like that.
Yeah.
That one high, and that's tough for anybody. But 1 ball and 1 strike, excuse me. So Goshen off to a good start. Hasn't given up a run. There was the one bad pickoff move, but other than that, he's been sharp. And that pitch out of the mitt, but still a strike. A ball and 2 strikes now to Brostick. Whereas number 42.
Interesting number.
Not too many of those left, In fact, just Mariano Rivera now.
Yeah, with the Jackie Robinson thing.
Yep, and Brostick, a little check swing down the line, foul. Goes near the Carroll dugout, so fouled it off. Still a ball and 2 strikes.
Looked like he might have gotten a little lucky there. That looked to be in the zone. Didn't really fully commit the swing. He got lucky to get the bat on the ball and keep his bat alive.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that would have been strike 3. Goshen into the windup pitches. That one's low. Good block there by catcher Elliott Ford.
He is one of the best catchers I've ever seen at the high school level. He's been catching for 3 years.
Good defensive catcher. That was a good block right there, and Goshen has had a couple of, that was a breaking ball in the dirt, and you need a good defensive catcher to stop those.
Mm-hmm.
Goshen the pitch, and that one, a little outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Sorry.
Umpire seems like he's got a pretty tight zone, but then again, we can't see the outside corner.
And I could see Ford's arm outstretched a little bit, so it seemed a little out of the zone, and that one, a grounder to second base. And he is put out.
Nice play by Tanner Ginder. It looked like it might have taken a weird hop, so he had to backtrack.
Yep. Just took his time, never kept his eye off the ball. Good fundamentals. And a good throw. So that's 2 outs. And now coming to bat is DH Cletus Collins, the designated hitter.
He's batting for the pitcher, correct?
Yep. Well, yeah. most teams do, but a big guy here.
Very big guy.
He's got a lot of power.
He's 6 foot 195. I think.
Wow.
No offense to him, the 195 might be a little generous.
He's a big guy, but I'm guessing. I'm not trying to be stereotypical here, but and the first pitch is a ball low. By the way, he's probably not a great runner.
Probably not.
But he might be. I've seen big guys bigger than that run well. So we'll see. His second pitch down at the knees for a strike. But Collins is in there for his bat, obviously, being the DH, and I'm sure he's got a lot of power. We'll see one of his swings here, I'm sure shortly. Goshen the pitch. That one a little high. 2 balls and a strike.
A power pitcher like Goshen and a big guy like Collins, all it takes is the right pitch and the right swing to do a lot of damage.
Well, this is interesting, though. Collins is hitting 7th in the lineup, though, so not the cleanup guy, so I'm not sure how good a hitter he is. Good swing there. It was a little slow almost, but that's a power hitter's swing. Mm-hmm. But he kept took his backhand off the bat quickly. Swung at it, missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Goshen the pitch is grounded foul past the third base line by Collins. We'll do it again. But yeah, Goshen is Collins is not seeming to get intimidated or overpowered, but Goshen's also a good hard pitcher. And it'll be hard for Collins or anybody to get a hit off that.
Mm-hmm. Especially with hitters not being able to catch up like Collins.
And Collins does catch up to that one a little bit. Grounds to first. Newman passes to Goshen, and he got it. He got him in time for the out. So that'll end at the top of the second inning. Your score is still 1-0 Carroll Chargers. We'll be back with the top of the second.
Bottom of the second.
Bottom of the second, thanks. Welcome back to CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports. We're getting set for the bottom of the second inning here. Kaywood back on the hill for Northside. And due up for Carroll are third baseman Ross Coble, catcher Elliott Ford, and first baseman Mason Newman. Coble and Newman both left-handed, so they'll have the angle to hit off Kaywood. Northside only has one left-handed player, and he's an outfielder, so, does Carroll have a switch hitter?
I do not believe so.
Well, here's the first pitch, Kaywood. And that one hit by Coble through the hole between first and second and stopped by right fielder. But the right fielder throws it back in, and that'll be a single for Coble on the first pitch. So good start. Also just good play by Josh Fleming to hold it. Don't let it get past him.
Yeah.
You don't want a silly error like that.
especially against this Charter team who capitalizes on the littlest mistakes by their
And Northside does not have great defense, so they need they need to play good defense today. So Elliott Ford up. There's the pickoff move. Pretty good move there, but Coble back in safely. Does Coble have good speed?
I'd say he's got average speed. I mean, he's not Drew Tranquil or Wilson, but he got down the line pretty well.
Up and Ford turns a little bit. Oh, the stolen base, and nobody was there to cover the bag. Good play by Coble. Just take the base. Well done there. Coble has 3 stolen bases already to make that 4. So ball in the dirt, 1 ball, no strikes. Man on second now, so chance for an RBI with the runner in scoring position for Ford. Ford has hit 300 so far here on the young season, and swings, fouls it off. Ball and a strike.
He's got a nice swing.
He does, and he's also got a pretty good control. He has walked 3 times, so he has a on-base percentage of .417.
He's just a good all-around ball player.
He also has 4 RBIs on the season so far. And K. Wood steps off. Just make sure Coble goes back to second there. You know, it's kind of hard for either side to throw a pickoff to second base. You know, but if he's at third, you know, I doubt he'd try to steal home. And Ford rips that one into the left center field gap. It bounces up against the wall. Coble's going to score easily on the warning track. Ford is in there with a double, thinks about going to third, but does not. So Karen Graham got the ball in center field, relayed it in quickly to the shortstop, Zach McKinstry, but Ford was held to a double, but he ripped that ball.
He hit the cover off that.
Right, I mean, you get a fastball right down the middle. He just turned on it, good extension, and just showed his strength and just powered it.
Seniors aren't going to pass up that pitch. They're going to take something and do some damage.
I don't think anybody would pass up a strike right down the middle. So Mason Newman up, the first baseman, takes a strike. Newman is a good defensive player, as we've seen, but he's hitting just 100 so far on the season. 1 for 10. He has a .308 on-base percentage because he's walked 3 times.
So it's still early in the season. He can still get some offense going.
He does have an RBI, and that one, a little high, ball 1. So ball and a strike here on Newman. He has looked good at first base, though. You know,
he's doing a nice job.
Put a price on anybody if they're talented on offense or defense. You just have to play what you have. Kaywood sets, throws. Newman fakes bunt, steal down to third, and a bad throw off the line, so Ford is in there safely. Good recognition, though, by Ford. It seemed like a breaking ball, Kaywood. It bounced on home plate. He does not, his curveball just is low.
He's not showing very good control of it.
He needs to start it a little higher. I think he should try to come over the top a little more with his delivery. A ball and 2 strikes, though, to Newman. Runner on third, so a good chance for an RBI. The stretch pitch is down the middle, strike 3.
That's not what you want.
Yeah, it's definitely not good. So a look backwards K there for the looking strikeout. But, you know, it was a little low right on the knees. Tough pitch to hit, but for a lefty, it's a little bit easier for a lower pitch like that. Now DH Cody Chase is up for Carroll, and he swings at the first pitch. He rips it to left center field, cut off by the center fielder Graham. That will score 1 run, but hold Chase to a single. So it is now 3-0, Carroll.
Chargers are being really aggressive here. I think two of the guys so far in this inning have swung on the first pitch and gotten singles out of it.
Well, Kaywood's thrown his fastball down the middle well, but that's just a hittable pitch.
Yeah.
And now the 9th hitter.
Velocity.
And now the right fielder, 9th hitter in the lineup, is Matt Kowalski. And, good pickoff attempt there. Chase back in safely, but just barely.
Again, Kaywood seems pretty preoccupied with the runners, whether it be Coble, Tranquil, or Chase.
It doesn't matter. He does not want them running, but they've done so anyway. Kowalski takes a strike, and he is batting .200 on the young season, 2 for 20. He has 3 RBIs. He's only walked once and struck out 6 times. So he's got to improve that. But we'll see what he can do here. Swings on that pitch, and good attempt by shortstop Zach McKinstry, but it goes through the hole between short and third. So a single. A Chase will stay at second, and that leaves runners on first and second. Now for leadoff hitter Drew Tranquil.
He walked, stole base, and came around to score the first run of the game for the Chargers. We'll see if he can get a couple more runs across the plate here.
We'll see. So 3-0 here. Carroll has 3 runs on 5 hits. North side just 1 hit, no runs. And Kaywood. And steps off again. Even though nobody's covering first right now because he can't steal unless they both steal. Mm-hmm. And then it's a pickoff base to second base. A pickoff move to second base is very risky. Nobody's really expecting it. Kaywood throws this time, and it's low. Again, it seemed like a breaking ball there. He just doesn't have a lot of control.
Mm-hmm. And then the problem with that is you have to go back to your fastball, which he's been throwing right down the middle.
Every time. Tranquil is batting .263 on the young season so far. 1 for 1 in today's game. The pitch he swings on, rips it to right field, and it bounces in front of Josh Fleming, and that will load the bases. So 3 consecutive singles.
Nice job by Tranquil, waiting for his pitch and loading up the bases for the Chargers.
Well, now a golden opportunity for Tanner Ginder, the second baseman. We'll see what he can do. And in the game today, he grounded out to second base.
Yes, he did.
So Kaywood's in a jam here. There are 2 out, or 1 out. 1 out. And catcher Kyle Barnett is going out to talk with him, try to settle him down. Looks like the coach is out too. And it's north side is going to warm up.
Number 9.
Wes Stark, excuse me. Nope, it is Sark. Sorry. Thought I saw a T on his uniform there.
He's also another sophomore, and just shows again the young Redskin pitching staff.
5'10", 155.
Not a real big guy.
We'll see what he can do. Well, he's warming up now. We might see him next inning.
Maybe in this inning if Ginder can get a couple runs across the plate.
Oh, yeah, very. Well, we'll see how long it takes him to warm up. Some people take 10, 15 pitches. Others take 30 pitches to warm up. But either way, Ginder's got a golden opportunity. Bases loaded. In the bottom of the second, they're already up 3-0, and there's just 1 out. So Kaywood needs an out here.
It's going from the windup.
No, nobody's going to steal here unless the ball gets by Barnett. The pitch is low, ball 1.
Breaking ball again.
Well, they're always bouncing off the plate. He's just either got to quit using them or try a slider instead because they don't go down. They break away, or in this case, into Ginder because he's a lefty. Or left-handed hitter, at least. Kaywood, the pitch, and that one, hit him on the foot. So that'll force in a run. Chase scores, 4-0 Carroll, with just 1 out still.
That'll keep the bases loaded, though, for the Chargers.
And now Grant Wilson. We know he's got a shot for a grand slam here. He's already hit 1 home run, 6 RBIs.
Singled and had an RBI in his first at bat.
Make that 7 RBIs. Wilson also a left-handed hitter, so we'll see what he can do here off Kaywood, who's just has not been very good in this game. And that one a strike, right above the belt there. Good pitch.
I like Wilson's strategy. Kaywood hasn't shown control this inning. It was good for him to take a first pitch and see if he's going to be around the zone.
Well, and nobody's bit at his breaking ball either. Nobody's being fooled by the break it has, or it's just bouncing off the plate. Second pitch, and it is swung on through the hole on between first and second. 1 run scores. Tranquil being waved around, and he scores. Ball past the catcher. Oh, a third run trying to score. He slides and is safe. A 3-run double and an error by Carroll. Now 7-1 or 7-0. Carroll leads.
Nice aggressive base running there by Tanner Ginder. He saw that the ball got past the catcher. And the aggressive nature of Carroll base runners is always to try and get an extra base. And they did a real nice job of getting all 3 runners around.
They did. Now there's still a runner on second. There's a runner in scoring position for Peyton Lotta here. He did not get a hit his first time.
He grounded into the double play back to the pitcher.
Well, he did seem to be a good fielding pitcher in the 1 opportunity he's had. The first pitch is a strike. That seemed right down the middle. I'm surprised he didn't turn on that.
Mm-hmm.
So Kowalski, Tranquil, and Ginder scored on that hit and error. I believe that's a double for Wilson.
And
then the ball got past Barnett, the catcher. Second pitch, Loniger rips it deep left field, just in front of the warning track, and it's just over the head of left fielder Tyler Cox. Wilson scoring. Loniger is going to stop at second with an RBI double. That is his 12th RBI of the year.
Back-to-back doubles for the Chargers. They have batted around in this inning. Ross Coble led it off.
And it's 8-0. You know, we're getting close to that 10-run rule here.
Yeah, but that doesn't come into play until the fifth inning.
Excuse me, it's been a while.
It can get very out of hand. Looks like they're going to make a pitching change.
Looks like Wes Sark is going to come in. He is a righty, and he is 5'10", 155. So we'll see what he can do here out of the bullpen, because Kaywood has just not been very good. He comes out, and they're summoning on Sark.
Kaywood will most likely get the loss here.
Well, barring a comeback, anything can happen. We've seen stranger things.
I don't see a comeback happening here with the Chargers already up 8-0, and only the bottom of the second, and Goshen pitching the way he is.
Well, like in the first inning, Carroll, because Loniger grounded into the double play, they've gotten just the one run, but now they've broke it open. I think they've hit. Have they hit around yet?
They have hit around.
Yep. So Ross Coble will be up for Carroll. Excuse me, I'm just a little groggy. But when Sark finishes his warm-up pitches, Coble, what did he do in his first at-bat?
Coble singled, stole a base, and got on to score to lead off this inning.
Well, he started a long inning that still just has one out. That was just the looking strikeout by Newman. So we'll see. Let's watch Sark's warm-up, see what kind of stuff he has. He seems to throw a little bit harder than Kaywood, but not hard. Not like Goshen. He did have good control on that first pitch.
Yeah, he's not showing very good velocity. I'm sure the Charger hitters will do the same thing they did to Kaywood.
Well, the only thing Sark can try to do is keep the ball down and induce some ground balls, because that's just the only way you're going to get outs with that low speed. So we'll see what he can do here in a little bit. All the Carroll hitters are outside of their dugout timing their swings against him.
Looks like Goshen's down in the bullpen just trying to keep his arm loose. There's only one out, and this inning could go on for 10 more minutes, or it could be...
It could be a while here. I mean, who knows how long this is going to take. Northside lost 16-1 already once. They lost 18-0 to Homestead.
Ooh.
I mean, that's just getting to the fifth inning.
This could be a very long inning and 5 innings for the Redskins.
Yeah, barring, a sudden spark of pitching, we're probably going to see the 10-run rule.
Yeah.
And it looks like Northside's getting back into their positions. Looks like Sark's just about warmed up. Looks like he's getting one more warm-up toss.
Loniger looks chilly out there on second base. It's a
Got
cloudy day.
That's about 55 degrees. There's not a ton of wind today, though. It's been really windy the last few days.
Yeah. It's not ideal baseball weather, but we'll manage.
Well, it's easy for us to say. We're up here in the booth.
Toasty.
All right, so Coble's up to bat now. He singled, stole a base, and scored, like you said.
He'll be taken here. See what?
Sark, the first pitch, is low and away for ball one. But you're right. He did not show a lot of velocity, not a lot of speed. He's throwing low. We'll see what happens.
Good things happen when you keep the ball low. Most of the time.
Oh, yeah, there's always somebody that can pull it for a home run. That one bounced to home plate. That one bounced in front of the plate, and now Barnett's out to talk to him. Sark just did not seem very good on either of those first two throws.
Might have been nervous. Could possibly be his first appearance, maybe. Who knows? We don't have that information on him.
We tried.
We tried, but to no avail.
Well, we're getting some good information on him now. That pitch, a little bit better, but still low. Better speed, but now it is a 3-0 count to Coble.
He's shown no sign of any aggressiveness. He'll gladly take a walk.
Yep, I doubt we'll see him get the green light on 3-0, and it's a ball down in the dirt again. Ball 4.
Second time he's reached base.
4-pitch walk. That is Coble's First walk of the season, though. Surprising. He is hitting .375 here on the young season. We got a lot of good hitters. So now Elliott Ford, who ripped the long double to the left center in the left center field gap, is up, and that one bounces past. Nope, it's hit the catcher, and good recognition by Sark. He keeps Coble at first, but he's just bouncing all of his pitches. The shortstop's in to talk to him, McKinstry.
Looks like Coach Kenner was unhappy with Peyton Longer there. The catcher struggled to find the ball.
Yep, and
I think Longer could have gotten to third there.
I think so too. Catcher Barnett and shortstop McKinstry both go in to talk to Sark, who has not thrown a strike yet in his first 5 pitches. He keeps bouncing the ball, and he won't be in too long either if he keeps pitching like this. Well, maybe he should take a step forward or something, or a longer windup. The pitch, that one a little bit closer, but still a ball, and the runners advance to second and third. So now Ford has 2 runners in scoring position. He already has 4 RBIs on the season.
Plus the one he got earlier off of the double.
So make that 5. And Ford, Sark does not have great control. We'll see if he can improve it, get it over the plate enough for the hitters to chase. And that one he chases down the third base line. It is a fair ball, and that is going to score 2. Longniger and Coble have scored, and Ford into second with his second double of the game. 2 more RBIs, brings him up to 7 for the season.
Another very hardly hit ball by Ford. He shot it down the line, one hop over the third base.
It went over the bag and
rolled all the way into left field.
Almost got to the wall. So now batting for your Chargers is number 18, Mason Newman. He was the only one to record an out in this inning so far on a looking strikeout. First pitch from Sark is outside, ball 1. Newman's got a runner in scoring position too here, yeah. So we've seen a lot of those opportunities, and Carroll is converting those chances into runs. So 10-0 Carroll on 9 hits, 1 error. Northside has just 1 hit and 1 error, and that pitch, it was a little outside, even though it was over the plate this time. So 2 balls, no strikes.
I'd imagine all the Chargers are going to be very selective with Sark's sign of no control early on.
He didn't get that one over the plate. Good block by Barnett. Low, 3 balls, no strikes. Newman has 3 walks on the season, and 1 more ball will give him his 4th.
Sark still has not thrown a strike yet.
Oh, man. And the pitch is low and away, ball 4. Newman's on first. Ford is on second. And Cody Chase, the DH, is up. And what did he do?
Singled and got an RBI in his first at bat. He drove in Ford, I believe.
And he scored a run. So Chase is up.
Newman is the only one for the Chargers that has not scored a run yet this inning.
And he's on first now, so we'll see.
First pitch is low for ball 1.
This has not been a very competitive game.
No, not at all.
So Sark in the windup. Second pitch is over the plate for his first strike after, I believe, 11 balls. 7, excuse me. But that 9, right? He threw the 2 walks and.
It was his 11th.
Well, on that one, way over the head of Barnett. Runners advance to second and third. So Ford, Newman. So 2 runners in scoring position for Chase. See what he can do. Chase has no RBIs on the season. One of the few hit players on the team.
He got one in this game, though.
Excuse me. They should just update the paper automatically.
We don't have that kind of technology yet.
We might in like 10 years, though.
Possibly.
Okay, the pitch to Chase, a little inside, but it is called a strike over the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Looks like the umpire's starting to widen the zone here after, it's 10-0 in the second inning.
Maybe a little bit. So Sark maybe getting him some confidence and throws a pitch that barely made it to the catcher. Full count now with 1 out. And Ford on third, Newman on second. We'll see what they're going to do here. So it's very interesting, like how So all the players have been able to get hits, except for Newman. He walked, and that's ball 4. Another walk issued by Sark, and that is, he has walked 3 now, and he's given up the 1 double to Ford. So we'll see what happens as Matt Kowalski, the right fielder, is up for Carroll.
He singled and scored in his last at bat in this inning.
So it's 10-0 still, Carroll, leading with 9 hits, and the bases are loaded. And that pitch bounces to Barnett and is ball 1.
Nice job by the catcher keeping the ball in front of him. Kept Ford home on third.
Well, I don't know what Sark is having problems with, but he is not getting the ball to the plate. He's thrown just 3 strikes, the one hit and the 2 to
Chase.
Chase, thank you, in the last at bat. So we'll see what he can do here against Kowalski. And that one is a strike. That was his best pitch so far.
Kowalski looked like he might have been thinking grand slam on that one. He took a big cut at it.
It's tempting to go for that when you're up with the bases loaded. So a ball and a strike to Kowalski, the pitch. And he swings at that one. That one was a good pitch, though, down the middle. So a ball and 2 strikes against Kowalski.
He's shown to be the most aggressive one out of the Chargers that have faced Stark so far.
Well, he wants a hit. Does he have an RBI in this game?
Not in this game.
So he has 3 on the season so far. And that one just off the plate, 2-2.
We're seeing the same thing from Sark. He's not showing very good control of his breaking ball.
He seems to throw a little bit more of a slider than a curveball because it's going out instead of down, but same. That hit him on the back, and that will force in Ford. So that makes it 11-0.
That'll be Kowalski's first RBI of the game. Second batter that's gotten hit for the Chargers, Tanner Ginder, also.
And now they are talking to him. The catcher, coach, shortstop's coming in to talk to him again. And
shortstop coming in to pitch?
It looks like McKinstry's in to pitch for Northside. We'll see what he can do as Sark's talking to third baseman R.J. Brostick. And he'll take McKinstry's place at short, it looks like. So another pitching change. Score 11-0 here.
You want to take a quick break since we've been on for half an hour?
Should we? It's matter to me.
Well, I guess the warm-ups. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back with the rest of the second inning. This is CSBN.
You're listening to CSBN, the Carroll Sports Broadcasting Network, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.
And we are back.
And Zach McKinstry's thrown his most of his warm-up tosses, up all of them, as Drew Tranquil up for the 3rd time in the game. Still the 2nd inning here, 1 out only. This has been a very long inning. And just 1 out, but McKinstry looked good in his warm-up tosses. He threw pretty hard and with good control. We'll see what he can do. First pitch is a little low, right as I say. Good control, huh?
He definitely throws a lot harder than Kaywood and Sark, though.
Tranquil in this game, he walked, stole a base, and scored his first time, and singled and scored his second time. That pitch is strike down the middle.
That was
1-1.
a very nice pitch. Showed good velocity there.
Well, Northside could have used this before the runs,
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens as McKinstry, this one swung on, hit, and bounces up Sark, and no play. That'll score Newman. And so he is, now everybody in the lineup has scored. 12-0 at Carroll. Now, that was a good pitch, Tranquil wasn't able to drive it. He just grounded it to short, and it bounced up. Might have hit Sark in the face. I'm not sure,
looks like he might be a little rusty after pitching for so long.
I just don't think he has any confidence left. As Ginder up, and another opportunity for a grand slam here. And Ginder takes a pitch down the middle for a strike.
Looks to be some activity in the Charger bullpen. Looks like Mason Newman will be going in to warm up.
Yeah, Goshen's been out so long now, his arm's
probably frozen.
That's just
And
there's another strike. So a ball and 2 strikes now to Ginder, which is still just the 1 out. They have 12 runs on 9 hits.
there's activity in the Redskin bullpen, too. I can't tell who's warming up, though.
Either can I. We'll see. Hopefully, we'll be able to see.
Yeah.
And there is a ball high to Ginder, still 2-2, with still the 1 out.
Trying to get a look at who's warming up. I can't tell.
Well, and here's the pitch, a little bit high again at the chest, just a little bit up, maybe around his chin. So that brings us to a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Ginder with the bases loaded and 1 out. The payoff pitch is outside.
Was that only?
Well,
Was only ball 3.
Huh. I'm pretty sure that was 3. That's all right. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now it's the payoff pitch, and it is high. He was able to check his swing. That'll walk in another run. Chase has scored now, so 13-9.
Oh, man. I feel bad for the Redskins right now.
Excuse me, that's 12-9.
Yes.
Sorry. So now Grant Wilson is up, and I'm sure he wants the grand slam. And he swings at the first pitch, rips it up the middle, cut off by Taryn Graham. 1 run scores. 2nd run will stay at 3rd, and now he goes. And halfway up the line, he better be careful. And Tranquil does get back. I'm surprised he did not score
more
there.
of a sportsmanship thing. I don't think the Chargers really want to run it up too much.
Well, it is 13-0.
They're up 13-0.
And it's the bottom of the 2nd.
And then there's only 1 out. The Chargers are going to bat around for the 3rd time in the inning.
Wow, that is...
I mean, Wanneker's up. He's doubled in this inning, and then Coble will be up for the 3rd time if the Chargers don't do a double play.
Yeah, again. So that's the only thing you can say here about Northside's defense. They did get the double play, the 1-6-3. But other than that, they have not looked good. We haven't really seen much of them on offense.
Yeah.
And on defense, they have 2 errors. It is 12-9. And Loniger is up. He has got a lot of power. And the first pitch is over the plate on the inside corner for a strike.
Loniger has gone into that double play, as we said, and doubled and drove in a run earlier in the inning.
We know he's a good hitter. He has hit 480 so far. And that ball bounces to the plate. So bases loaded still. It is 12-0. Carroll, I believe. And the score...
We've lost track.
It's hard. But I'm pretty sure it's 12-0 as Loniger takes a hard cut at that ball past him. A ball and 2 strikes. And another opportunity for the 2nd out of the inning.
13-0.
13, okay. Now we got it. We'll keep track for you for the rest of the way. And the pitch is grounded to the second baseman. He gets the out, and he is out at first.
Nope, they call him safe.
Oh.
Loniger grounds into the
Excuse me.
whoever's choice at second.
I could have sworn he called out there, but must have just missed it. So that is out number 2. That did score a run. Runners on 1st and 3rd, 14-0 Carroll. And now Ross Coble up for the 3rd time in the inning with 2 outs and runners on 1st and 3rd.
He has singled and walked so far.
And that pitch over the outside corner for a strike.
McKinstry's definitely shown a lot better control of both his fastball and his breaking pitches so far.
I think we should see a little change up here. He's been throwing hard. We'll see what he does, but he throws hard. That one swiveled down the first base line, taken by McKinstry, and he gets the out at first to Carroll. So that will finally end the 2nd inning with the score 14-0 Carroll, and we're getting ready for the top of the 3rd. We'll be back here at CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports.
You're listening to CSBN, the Carroll Sports Broadcasting Network, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.
Welcome back to CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports. We're set here in the top of the third inning, and we have many subs now. Ross Coble is behind the plate. Chris Schutte is Riley Schutte. Sorry, is in left field, and Kent is in right. Matt Kent.
He's the lone freshman on the varsity team, and Blake Conversay will be taking over for Coble at third.
All right, so we got a lot of changes here. We'll see the lineup changes in the bottom of the inning.
Yeah.
Goshen is still pitching. We thought Newman would come in,
I'm a
but
little surprised about that. I think
Goshen, seems fine. We'll see what he can do. Tyler Carroll is batting.
He is the number.
Nichols grounds it right back to Goshen there, and that is out number 1 on the first pitch. Carroll grounds into it to 1-3. So now up will be Taryn Graham, the center fielder. And then after this, McKinstry will be the first north side player to get a second at bat.
Oh my, we haven't seen. This is their number 9 hitter. It's been so long since they've been up to bat.
So here's Graham. First pitch, fouls it back. No balls and a strike. So Goshen still hasn't lost any of his speed or velocity here. So he's obviously fine. His arm did nice over. And he's still in here for the third inning. The second pitch in the windup. The throw is over the inside corner for a strike. Good pitch.
He's about to make quick work of them, too.
No balls, 2 strikes, and out so far. And Graham sets Goshen into the windup. Throws. And right over the middle, a little high for a ball 1.
Goshen's only surrendered 1 base runner, and that was the leadoff single by McKinstry, so he's doing a really nice job.
So he has retired 7 in a row.
Yep.
It'll be 8 if he retires Graham. And the pitch is fouled back, well out of play. So still a ball and 2 strikes on Graham, the center fielder. He has not made an error yet in center field. He seems to be a good defensive player.
He's gotten a lot of action.
He has a lot of ground balls up the middle. Sign of good hitting from Carroll, and Goshen back into the windup. And this one grounded. And Newman can't get it, and a good attempt there by Ginder, but Graham beats it out with his speed. So I believe they'll give him a hit on that. And that'll be hit number 2. And now Zach McKinstry. Now pitching, played shortstop to start the game, will be up.
He, previous to the last at bat, he had the only Redskin hit, as we said before. We'll see if he can improve to 2-2, or 2 for 2, excuse me.
Well, let's see what he does. He has hit the one, got the single. He was stranded, and there's the pickoff by Goshen. And that was the one thing he did wrong back in the first. He had the bad pickoff move that got past Newman. So, ready here. Goshen sets. Another pickoff move, and that was a good attempt. He almost got him.
Graham seems like he's got some speed. Number 9 hitter, but...
Well, yeah, center fielder. A lot of times outfielders will have a little speed to cover more ground, and that pitch right down the middle for a strike on McKinstry.
Speaking of speed, wow.
0-1. Yeah, pitching speed there.
I'm impressed by Goshen's ability just to be able to still keep up the same speed as before.
Same here. And now Graham is going. There's a nice bunt, but it is foul. Just off the third base line, so no balls, 2 strikes. And a good attempt there by McKinstry, who seems to be the best hitter on this team.
Oh, yeah.
But it was a little foul, and if he tries again, hits it foul, remember that's strike 3. So he's not going to be bunting here, most likely.
Graham was running on the play.
Yep.
He would have made it easily because Goshen threw a breaking ball.
Yep, took some speed off. And this throw is a little high. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on McKinstry. Graham still on first, and I'm guessing he's going to go on this pitch.
Yeah.
You know,
We'll see what he does.
Goshen hasn't gone to the pickoff in a couple of pitches. There it is. Almost got him.
He seems kind of wild with his pickoffs. Newman had to stretch out to get that one.
He's got quick feet, but he's not very accurate because he's taking so little time to get it over. Here's the pitch. Graham is going. McKinstry hits it. Foul. Just off the third base line. We'll do this again. A ball, 2 strikes. And Carroll with the 14-0 lead. North side has just 2 hits. They do have the runner on first. And it seems Graham's going every other pitch here. Little pattern. And McKinstry gets back into the box. Goshen sets, gets the sign from the catcher. Graham takes his lead, looks back, into the windup, and swing and a miss. Strike 3 on McKinstry. I believe that is his third strikeout.
Yep. Yep, third strikeout.
And now Tyler Cox is coming up.
He popped out to third base in his first at bat. See if he can improve on that. Also batting from the left side.
Yep. So we'll see what he can do. He popped up to the third baseman, and Graham is going. Bad throw into center field. Graham's going to third. His coach told him not to, holding him up, and he's in there just in time. Good throw by the center fielder to Converse there at third. And definitely, Tranquil almost got him with his arm.
Yeah, Graham's just a little bit too quick, though.
And now a runner is in scoring position for Northside on third base, and we'll see what Cox can do here.
See if we can get the first run of the game for the Redskins.
With 2 outs, 1 ball, no strikes. Goshen sets into the stretch, throws, pops up high in the air to Loniger in shallow left, and he makes the catch, stumbling a little bit. Holds on, no problem. So that is the end of the top of the third. The score is 14-0 Carroll, and we will be back with the bottom of the third right after this. Welcome back to CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports. We're set here for the bottom of the third inning. The score, 14-0 at Carroll. Northside almost scored a run there, but Goshen forced a pop out to short. And now Blake Converse into the game. He is in for Elliott Ford at the catcher spot, so he'll take over batting 6th. And we'll see what he can do here in just a minute. Zach McKinstry still on the mound. He has definitely been the best player here for Northside today. Nobody else has had really any success at the plate or pitching or fielding. Yeah. It's not been the most competitive game.
There's still 3 more innings, or 2.5 innings until the mercy rule can be in effect. So
we'll see and here's the first pitch to Converse. He takes on the inside corner, however, for a strike. So 0-1 count. Converse has not hit in his one at bat so far, and the second pitch is just off the outside corner for a strike.
He's got an interesting stance. His left foot's almost to the outside of the box.
He has an interesting stance. The third pitch, he is right over the bat there. That's a power stroke, but he could not catch up with that one. A ball and 2 strikes.
More activity in the bullpen, looked like.
Yep. And that one high, so 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I wonder if maybe Newman got warm again. Who knows?
It doesn't look like he's throwing anymore. Here's the pitch from McKinstry, and it is again high over the head of Converse. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. And he's going to get set for the payoff pitch here with nobody on here. Smell of popcorn. And that one past the catcher, low, ball 4. And that's a walk issued by McKinstry. Converse on base for the 3rd time this season.
The walk has been a reoccurring theme this game.
And see who's up there.
Who is in there?
That's Soto. Alejandro Soto, but he is gonna sit back down. And that pitch is off the outside corner for a ball to Newman.
Newman has struck out looking and walked and scored on a wild pitch, I believe. Nope.
And he pops up here into foul ground for the third baseman. Brostek has had off. Oh, misses it. And he did not touch it apparently, so it is a foul ball.
It's been that kind of day for the Redskins.
That was a good pitch in on the hands of Newman. Forces a pop-up, but you got to just make those outs.
Yeah. He took an odd angle.
He sure did.
Should have just gone straight back over his shoulder. Instead, he tried to go back and find it.
You gotta love the smell of the ballpark here. As that pitch high from McKinstry, 2 balls and a strike. The wind is, whatever wind there was, has died down. The trees are not even moving right now.
Yeah, seems to be a little wind blowing out
You
towards
see the flag.
Charger dugout, but
Yeah, maybe to right field, and Newman fouls it off again. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Newman's showing a pretty good swing so far. Let's see if
He's just in a slump here to begin the season. We'll see if he can break out of it.
that's not unusual to see.
No, early in the season, a little rusty. And again, fouls it off, taking some good cuts. He's not having a problem keeping his eye on the ball, just a little bit under it because he keeps fouling it back. So again, 2 balls, 2 strikes. McKinstry sets, winds up, throws, and Newman drills that one to left field, and it is caught. So he hits that one very well. Converse back to first, but Newman flies out to left.
It'll be the first out of the inning for the Chargers as number 21 is batting. Who is that?
Number 21's Connor Hansen.
Connor Hansen will be DHing
Now for
from
Cody Chase.
Ladies and gentlemen, changing the Carolina pinch hitter is number 20.
Everybody's getting a chance to play here.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Get everybody some playing time.
Yeah.
There's only a couple players we haven't seen yet, so Connor Hansen takes a low strike above the knees for strike 1.
Who are we yet to see?
We have not seen Austin Stark yet. Matthew Mills, and Matt Kent. I don't believe I'm missing anyone else.
On deck, I believe.
I think we've seen everybody else.
Yep. I believe Austin Starkey might be out with a hamstring injury.
I did not know that.
I believe he's the regular center fielder. And Tranquil moves over to right.
Hansen calls time here. 0-2 count on him. So
getting down
he's got to be careful. Try not to strike out on 3 pitches, a little demoralizing. And he doesn't. That one low. So a ball and 2 strikes on to Hansen now. The score 15-0. So we've definitely seen a non-competitive game here in the bottom of the third. Just the 1 out. Here's the pitch. Again low. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He's not missing by much.
No, he isn't. He needs to just wait a little bit longer, go a little more over the top, and bring the ball up a little. And McKinstry will be fine. Steps off here, so slows down, resets. Got a new sign from the catcher. Barnett. Converse still on first, taking a short lead. The pitch is strike 3, a little high, but Hansen takes a good cut at it and misses. So that is out number 2. First strikeout, I believe, for McKinstry. And now Matt Kent is up for his first at-bat.
As we said before, the lone freshman. Has he gotten any at-bats yet?
He's gotten 2. He has not gotten on base. So a 0 average. We'll see what he can do here. Takes a nice strike there just above the waist. Good pitch over the outside corner. 0 balls, 1 strike. Again, what I have noticed here, Converse has not attracted a lot of attention there on first base. The pitch, and Kent hits it, a ground ball to second. Keegan Carroll throws it over to Tyler Carroll for the 3rd out of the inning. So we are at the end of 3. We'll be right back with the 4th here on CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports.
You're listening to CSBN, the Carroll Sports Broadcasting Network, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.
Welcome back to CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports. We're getting set for the top of the fourth inning here. Carroll has a 15-0 lead over Northside after 3. And after 2 more innings, if Northside is not within 10 runs, we will end the game after 5 due to the 10-run rule. Mason Newman is warming up for pitch now. Connor Hansen is in at second. Tanner Ginder moves over to first. Those are the subs here. And we will see what happens here as Tyler Carroll, it will be up for Northside to lead off the inning for them. And what has Tyler Carroll done so far?
He grounded out to the first baseman in his first at bat.
That's what he plays, so grounds out to his counterpart. And Newman gets set here, first base coach ready here over there for Northside. And Carroll just taking a moment, resetting. We'll see what Newman will do here. He has pitched 6 2/3 so far. He has allowed 2 earned runs, so a 2.10 ERA, and it has a 1.25 strikeouts to walk ratio, 5 strikeouts, 4 walks. Not like great control there.
Yeah. Looks like the Chargers are looking not necessarily lazy, but not as into the game as they were at the beginning, which is understandable. I mean, you're up 15-0 on the 4th inning.
Well, you do have to stay alert, though,
Yeah.
You got to be careful here. Newman hasn't had great control so far, and we'll see what he does. First pitch is a blasted over the shortstop there, stopped by the left fielder, and that will be a single.
Good start to the inning for the Redskins. See if they can get some.
So Riley Schutte makes a nice play out there on left.
We are not related, by the way. Different last name spelling. We got.
I couldn't tell. All right, so now up is the cleanup hitter, Josh Fleming. He is the right fielder for Northside. Runner on first. Newman, that hit hard on that first pitch. And that one a little high, up near the chin of Fleming. 1 ball, no strikes.
Fleming struck out swinging in his first at bat.
Newman takes a look over at first base, throws, and outside for ball 2.
He's got an interesting delivery. Almost brings it sidearm, not quite. Maybe.
He's working out of the stretch, so a shorter leg kick here to try to prevent the steal.
He's got a nice quick move, too.
We haven't seen it yet, and that one hit third base. It was played by Converse over to Hansen, and high throw, safe. Ginder wasn't able to keep his foot on the bag, so a nice play there by Converse, though. Good throw, and that will be a 5-4. So runner still on first, and that is out number 1. So now batting will be catcher Kyle Barnett. And what has he done so far?
He grounded out to third in his first at bat back in the 2nd inning.
All right. Runner on first, and Barnett, the good breaking ball there. Yeah. That had a lot of bite, but low and outside for ball 1.
Not a lot of activity here on the base pass by the Redskins.
Not so far, as Barnett swings at another breaking ball. He chased that one. 1 ball, 1 strike, but that one didn't even bounce over the plate. So, man, that just had a lot of break. It just fooled him.
Cole did a nice job getting in front, too.
Newman sets. Barnett, and the runner is going, what a horrible swing. High throw. Excuse me.
More of just a protection swing there.
And he, leaned out over the plate and just almost, let go of the bat. That was not a bright swing, as there is a stolen base there.
For Fleming.
And now a runner in scoring position for Barnett, and almost swung at that.
He swung at the one in the dirt. He swung at the one
way outside.
Obviously, a very aggressive hitter.
Not too many people broadcast and say, what a horrible swing for a baseball game. So, still 2 balls, 2 strikes on Barnett. And that one turns just inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count here for Barnett. Newman gets ready quickly, so the payoff pitch, he gets the sign.
He's got a real nice breaking ball.
He does. We've seen it a few times already. Quick windup, and just outside, that'll be a walk. That is his 5th walk of the season. He doesn't have great control, like if he uses the breaking ball and hitters don't fall for it, it's going to result in a walk sometimes. So now third baseman R.J. Brostek is up for Northside, and he
grounded up to second in his first at bat.
We'll see what he can do here. 2 runners on, first and second, 1 out. Good opportunity for Northside to get a run or 2 here, get on the board. And there's a dribbler out to the pitcher. And Newman will take the sure out at first. Got it, and Fleming almost caught in a rundown and just made it back. That is a good call by the umpire. He did make it. He got his hand on the base before the tag, but good recognition by Ginder. Almost got an out. So that's 2 outs. Runners on second and third for the big DH, Cletus Collins.
He struck out looking in his last at bat, I believe.
He did.
Yes.
He is a big boy, so we'll see what
The power in the lineup.
happens here, but he's got a great opportunity, gets a hit, probably will score 2 runs. Newman the pitch, a little high for ball 1.
Collins showed a nice swing in his first at bat. I know he struck out, but he had
Do
a
you
couple.
think Collins is going to be aggressive here? Or, take a couple of pitches?
I think he'll be aggressive here. I mean, they're just trying to get runs across the board, so.
And Collins is aggressive. It is a foul ball. Just missed it. That
He
was
smoked
right
that.
down the third base line. That's a tough call to make. So a ball and a strike.
I thought that almost hit Fleming as he was running home.
It almost did.
That could have gotten real ugly.
Yep, good. Everybody's fine. No injuries here. And we will see Newman pitch here again in a second. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. And Collins sets Newman. He's ready. Pickoff move, and yep, you saw that coming. Loniger covered second base. But pretty obvious, though, for the base runner, too, because the runner's not on, or the shortstop or second baseman's not on the base. So normally know if you're aware when the pickoff is coming. Now Newman sets and throws, and Collins a bad swing there. He got fooled by the curveball, tried to swing over it, and he could not hold up. So a ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs, the score 15-0 Carroll. Newman gets the sign from the catcher.
I've been really impressed with his breaking ball. I know we've said it a couple times,
Yep.
but it is wicked.
I'd hate to have to hit against that. And that one, Collins recognizes it. Good job to recognize that one. That was tough pitch just off the outside corner.
Did not miss by much.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runners on second and third. And this is a golden opportunity to score a run or 2 here. Newman sets, throws, and Collins misses. He's going to run to first, and he is tagged pretty quickly there by the catcher. So that is the end of the top of the 4th. It is still 15-0 Carroll. Northside does not convert on its opportunity. We will be right back with the bottom of the 4th here on CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports. Hello and welcome back to CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports. We're just about set for the bottom of the 4th. And the pitch is ripped. That is deep. Going back. And nice catch there by the left fielder, Tyler Cox. Man, that ball was smoked by Tranquil. And that was just a good play by the left fielder, not letting that one be an extra base hit.
That would have likely been 3 bases with Tranquil's speed.
Well done, Larry. He just smoked it. So McKinstry's still on the mound here for Northside. And he is looked pretty good, a lot better than the first two pitchers.
Yeah.
And Ginder takes a ball over the outside the zone, just off the outside corner. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out.
Ginder is 0 for 1. He has been hit by a pitch, walked, and grounded out to second.
And that was a good fastball right over the thighs. 1 ball, 1 strike.
At this point, for Northside, you're just trying to get outs by any means.
Just get a little motivation there, get a little momentum going into your next game. As Ginder takes a ball down and in. 2 balls, 1 strike.
I know we said this in the bottom inning about the Charger focus as Ginder fouls one off.
Hard swing there.
We were talking about the focus from the Charger players. They seem to be a little not lazy, but just not as into it. I could see this same problem being for the Redskins as they just kind of want to get this one over with.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens here. Bottom of the 4th.
Yeah.
But after this, if as Ginder takes one high and inside, 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count on Ginder. As long as Northside doesn't score at least 5 runs to get it within 10, the game will be over after the top of the 5th. And Ginder swings, hits this one hard to the left fielder again, and Cox makes the catch. So they've hit 2 long fly balls to him. That one he didn't have to run back to the warning track for. But they're still hitting it hard. McKinstry's lost a little bit of velocity, but they're still getting outs, and that's what counts. So 2 outs, and now
Riley
Schutte is up.
He's batting for Wilson.
Has Schutte batted yet?
Not yet.
And now he takes a first pitch strike.
He is playing left field for Wilson. He subbed in after the 3rd inning, I believe.
Yep. And the pitch from McKinstry, high, way high, over the head of Schutte. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. After the big run, amount of runs there, they're up 15-0. Is hard cut at the ball, but missed over the middle. And it's been a little bit settled down here. We're seeing better baseball here in the 4th inning, but a little too late, most likely. McKinstry into the windup. He throws, and low and away past the catcher. They'll get a new baseball to him. And it is 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I know it's a little bit too late to be saying this, but if I were the Redskins, I would have started with McKinstry. He's looked really nice in his
He has. He's
stint
kept
so far.
He's only given up the 1 run, and that is strike 3, a looking strikeout, and a quick 1-2-3 inning there for the Northside pitcher. So that is the end of the 4th inning. We will be right back with the top of the 5th.
You're listening to CSBN, the Carroll Sports Broadcasting Network, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.
Hello and welcome back to CSBN, the worldwide leader in Charger sport. Mason Newman's back on the mound, and we're just about set here for the top of the 5th inning. Keegan Carroll will lead it off for Northside. He is playing second.
He grounded out to the pitcher in his first at bat.
And he just hits a weak one. This one does get by Newman. He'll be a battle of speed. Hansen gets it to Ginder on time.
Nice play by Hansen there.
Yep. Keegan Carroll seems to have decent speed. 5'2".
Not big of
Even
a
I'm
ball.
taller than that, and I'm 5'4", so 160 pounds. He's got a lot of weight for his size.
Yeah. Up now is Graham, and he singled
got a hit.
and stole a base and reached on an error.
Taron Graham got all the way to third base, but they could not bring him in. We'll see what he can do this time against Newman. 1 out, and he takes the first pitch low and in for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. And that one bounces. Good breaking ball, and a good job by Graham not to chase. 2 balls, no strikes.
If I were Newman, I'd just be going at him with straight fastballs. I wouldn't be messing around with your breaking ball here when you're up this much.
Well, you just love the pitch, I guess. And Graham, dribbler over to the first baseman. Ginder takes it, steps on the bag for 2 outs. So 1 out away here from the game being over. Has not been too competitive, but
No, not at all.
We still got the north side. Anything can happen. And Zach McKinstry's up. He's been the best player by far today for Northside. Really the only one that's been anything effective. And we'll see what he can do here and see if he can extend the game. Newman in the windup, and breaking ball bounces over the plate for ball 1.
He singled in his first at bat and struck out swinging in his last at bat.
He took a good cut at that ball. The pitch from Newman is low. That one is a fastball. He just seemed to lose control of it. 2 balls, no strikes.
Looks like his arm might be dipping a little bit.
Yeah, he hasn't thrown a lot of pitches, though, but
Yeah.
he did throw a few in the bullpen, so, I don't know. But Newman back in the windup. He throws that one right down the middle for a strike.
That one looked good.
2 balls, 1 strike on McKinstry. We'll see. Newman's looked pretty good. The pitching has been good. No runs, obviously. That's a good sign. And that one down and in on McKinstry. 3 balls and a strike. And we've seen, it's been a lot better here in the last 3 innings, but the first 2, especially the second, was dominated by Carroll. That's why they have such a big lead. Oh, and that one he thought was outside, but called the strike on the outside corner. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and an out here would end the game. We'll see what happens. Newman shakes off the catcher once, takes, sets, winds up, throws, and fouled back.
We'll do it again.
Heard a little yell there. That was
The
interesting.
fans wanted over.
Wonder who that was. That was interesting. All right, Newman back into the sets and calls time.
Just stalling now.
The hitter called time there. But, all right, McKinstry's ready back in the box. Newman sets, winds up, throws, and McKinstry drives it over the second baseman's head. That will be a single.
And the Redskins continue to fight. That is McKinstry's second hit of the game. He has 2 of the 4 for the Redskins.
Yep, the second of, just 4, like you said. Now Tyler Cox, the left fielder. He made 2 nice catches on those fly balls last inning. And
Yes.
he is the only lefty that throws and hits left-handed on the team. And we'll see what he can do here.
He's
Runner on
flown
first.
out to third and flown out to short so far.
All right, so he hits the ball in the air, and that one inside almost hit him on the elbow. 1 ball, no strikes.
Should have let it hit him.
Might as well. Well, you want to keep batting. You don't want to.
Yeah.
You at least want to try to get out of the way. Newman takes it, throws, and Cox again. This one down and in. Almost was able to be framed there by Coble, but not quite. 2 balls, no strikes. Newman's missing a little bit low now, like down and in a little bit. That one was over the plate on the inside corner for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike.
I feel like everything that gets across the play has been when Newman has come more 3/4 instead of the sidearm that usually misses low.
He hasn't No, and Cox gets a hit past the first baseman. North side not done. McKinstry going to third. Good throw by the right fielder, but not being able to be handled there by Converse. Good job by Newman to back him up. And meanwhile, Cox advanced to second on the throw. Good, smart base running. That'll be a single for Cox. He advances to second. And now 2 runners in scoring position, still 2 outs. And Tyler Carroll, the first baseman, is up for Northside to see if they can get on the board before this game's over.
I thought Kent had a shot at getting him at third.
That was a good throw. He almost got him. It bounced just like where the grass curves in a little bit there in front of the base, but Converse couldn't handle it. That ball down and away from Carroll for ball 1.
How many? 2 outs?
2 outs. So 1 more ends the game.
What is Carroll?
Newman from the stretch high. Well, Vin Scully, how he does the Dodger games by himself?
Yeah.
He got the cold, apparently, and he was going to miss their home opener for just the second time in 63 years.
Who's going to take over for him?
I'm not sure.
Do they even have, a backup for him?
I don't know. I didn't look, they haven't really needed one. He's for 63 years, voice of the Dodgers. That's pretty impressive. But
how old is he? I'd imagine he's in his 80s.
Probably, but they say he's fine. It's just a regular cold. He should be back in a couple days. Carroll swings and misses over that, and that is 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. 1 more strike here from Newman will end the game, and Carroll is up 15-0, so because of the 10-run rule, we'll be over here.
Newman looks in.
Newman sets, winds up, throws. Carroll hits it to the third baseman. Converse boots it, and he will be safe at first. McKinstry scores. Runners on first and second, and it is now 15-1. Northside's making a little bit of a rally here.
Yeah, they're showing some signs of life.
And now Josh Fleming, the cleanup hitter, is up. He has played right field today, and he's in the box. He gets set. Runners on first and second.
Right fielder, number 6, Josh Fleming.
And he swings at the first pitch. This one to the shortstop. Goes for the out at first and got it. And that will end the game. Northside does show a little tenacity. Gets on the board. So the final score here, 15-1. Carroll wins. We'll be right back with the postgame show.
You're listening to CSBN, the Carroll Sports Broadcasting Network, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.
Welcome back here to CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports, with the postgame show. We got a couple of stats to wrap up for you, Chris.
Chargers got unbelievable offensive production today. They put up 15 runs in just 4 times up to bat. Drew Tranquil really set the tone early by walking and coming around first. That was the only run they scored in the inning, but the second inning is when the Chargers really broke it open.
They scored 14.
14 runs in the second inning. They batted around twice, and I believe
Ross Coble got to bat a third time.
19 batters in that inning. Some
That's-
individual stats here. Tranquil went 1 for 4 with 2 runs scored and an RBI. Ginder 0 for 2 with a run scored and 2 RBIs. He did get hit by a pitch and walk, so did a nice job of getting on base. Grant Wilson went 3 for 3 with 3 hits, yes. 2 singles and a double. He had 5 RBIs for the Chargers. Peyton Loniger 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Riley Schutte struck out in his only at bat, but it was what you would call garbage time, I guess.
Yep.
Ross Coble 1 for 2. Elliott Ford went 2 for 2. He had 2 nice doubles. I mean, that one that he had was a shot into the left field gap, and then the other one was a nice shot down the line. Blake Converse walked in his only at bat. Mason Newton, he struggled at the plate.
He popped a couple of them up. He did just score a run though after he walked.
Yeah.
And he doesn't seem to be a great hitter, but he's in a bit of a slump here. So
Yeah, it's early in the season.
hopefully he'll
time to
break
improve.
out of it. I loved watching this at the end of the game, watching him clean back up the field. Make it look so nice again.
I feel like this is really helps build team unity.
Yep, players helping him
Yeah.
out with the groundskeeping crew. And then for Northside, Zach McKinstry did have a very good game for them. He scored their only run. He got 2 hits and pitched 3 scoreless innings.
He did. He did a real nice job all around. Finishing off the batting stats for the Chargers, Cody Chase went one for 1, scored a couple runs. He did a nice job getting on base. I was impressed with him. And Connor Hansen, he was 0 for 1. He struck out swing, but he did a really good job, I think. He was taking some good hard cuts. And Matt Kowalski, 1 for 1, got hit by a pitch, came around, scored twice, and Matt Kent grounded out to second, and that does it for the Chargers on offense. On the defensive side, other than that last inning, a great all-around defensive performance. I mean,
Blake Converse, they did have 2 errors, but other than that, they played well.
yeah, you can get around that when you're up 14. I was impressed by Tara Goshen, just the velocity and the control. That's always a tough combo to get past. He pitched 3 scoreless innings and had 3 strikeouts. Mason Newman struggled a little bit with his control and his 2 innings of work, but he did a nice job. He settled down, was able to finish it out for the Chargers. What were your final thoughts on the game?
Well, it's pretty obvious Carroll dominated the game. They did what they had to do and should have done, considering Northside's a weak team. They're down to 0-7 now. Carroll is going to improve to 6-3 with the win. And, they're off to a pretty good start here for the 2-time defending state champions. And that's about all you can ask. And then a couple upcoming broadcasts here on CSBN. Tomorrow I'll be back when the girls play Garrett in softball at 5 o'clock. Then on Saturday, the girls and the junior varsity boys have classic games to play. They'll play a couple times.
I believe I have the JV games for boys, I believe.
And then the varsity boys will play again here on Monday at 6 o'clock when they play Lures.
I believe Lures is a pretty good team.
They're one of the better teams in the region here, definitely, and we'll get to see them on Monday.
And that'll wrap it up from the Gorsuch Athletic Complex at Carroll High School, where the Chargers were victorious over the visiting Redskins of Northside High School with a score of 15-1. The Chargers had 15 runs on 10 hits with
3 errors.
3 errors, I believe, while the visitors from Northside had 1 run.
6 hits, and they had 3 errors.
Tune in for CSBN's next broadcast of Charger softball. Tomorrow. And
when they play Garrett here at home.
And Charger baseball will be back for you on Saturday, April 14th. I'm Chris Schutte along with Matthew James. Thank you for listening to CSBN, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.
You're listening to CSBN, the Carroll Sports Broadcasting Network, the worldwide leader in Charger sports. 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 Sports.